The more martinis you drink, the funnier I get. Keep it going, keep it going. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Check. I always have to ask because there's a lot of men who can't hear me. Not sure what that's about. My friend Elsa says it's because they're not paying attention. I think she's only talking about her own husband. And sadly, I don't have one of those right now. But men my age are so much trouble. Did you see how they came out of the woodwork to overthrow the government? Right? I mean, they're like kids with matchbox cars, you know. Diplomacy here, world trade here, like that. I think it's only moments until they cancel all future high school class trips to Washington, D.C. Those rowdy kids are going to take their guns.
Yeah.
Right? You know?
That's it.
And they never let you forget who's in charge, right? Every single street corner has some old white guy up there telling you when to cross the street. Sometimes I just ignore him. I mean, two can play that game. I'll just stand here and flip through Twitter. Who cares, you know? Find the power. Yeah, find that power. I am so proud of my granddaughter. She came to me the other day, she said, Grandma, I'm taking down the patriarch, I can't even pronounce that word, $100 bill at a time. She's a stripper. I'm so proud. She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. We went to brunch the other day, and she was manly. I could tell she was upset. She was texting like crazy, but millennial, right? So I had to call Grandma time. I said, what's that about? And she said, oh, this guy doesn't believe I'm asexual. And I went, wow, this is pretty cool. She's comfortable telling her grandma she's on a whole nother spectrum altogether. That's pretty awesome. But then she showed me what he said. He said, you have to like either men or women. Which is it? I said what I think any grandma would say in that situation. Tell him to fucking Google it. We're having brunch, girlfriend. Enough about that. Yeah. I kind of lately started feeling a little bit sorry for men my age, though, because when you think about it, our peak learning capacity is at age 5. Try to imagine what it's like learning an entire new vocabulary, let alone a whole new worldview, when you're old enough for Medicare. That's tough. And they have that power trip thing going for millennia. Do you all remember that epic weapon of mass destruction, the Trojan horse? Right? What if Helen just wanted to get out of Troy? See the world. I mean, I hear Paris has charms. It's a little one for the classics majors. Maybe she just wanted to hear mansplaining in a different language. Yeah. I think your best strategy, though, is just to outlive us, all of us old folks. Just outlive us. Oh, but if you are burying the Woodstock generation, do not go through those dresser drawers looking for weed. It's not worth it. You're going to grope around in there and you feel something kind of vaguely familiar. What's that soft, hard silicone, You pull it out, it's purple, and the next thing you know, it's vibrating, and you cannot unfeel that, my friends. You cannot unfeel that. I kind of miss having men to take care of things. I confess. I used to love it. They would change the tires. They would order what they thought I wanted from the menu. They bought all the cocaine. Some of you remember when cocaine was good for us, right? But all the schlepping, the luggage carrying, the handyman stuff. The handyman stuff I miss the most. How many single grandmothers does it take to put together an IKEA bookcase? Right? We read the directions, at least, but there's something so far you can get. Go help your grandmother. Maybe buy one of those big toolboxes with all of the things, only with labels like on a Whitman sampler. You got it all figured out. Yeah, that's great. It's tough being a single woman, single grandmother anyway, I mean, the family pressure is terrific. When are you going to find a man and settle down? It's my 97-year-old grandmother. She never gives up. Sweetheart, may you live long enough to see a second date. You and me both, right? So I was telling her the other day about this amazing vacation I had with my best friend Robert, and she interrupted me and she said, "Is this someone you think is promising?" I was this close to reminding her that Robert is gay, and then I remembered she's perfectly fine with gay marriage as long as it's one man and one woman. So I just told her we were engaged.
Engaged?
Yeah. Yeah, it seemed to make her happy that I was engaged anyway. I mean, I have gone so far as to sign up for a dating service for old folks like me. It's called Our Time. Sometimes you think it should be out of time. That profile questionnaire, though, I mean, how many people are here have done online dating? We will not tell your spouse. Wow, hey, see me later. Anyway, yeah, I mean, that questionnaire is daunting. Like, I stopped for a long time at this question. Would you have sex on the first date? Sex on the first date. Whoa. Well, yeah. Yeah, you know. Sure. So I have a friend Susie who is really supportive of my late life quest for a man, and she has given me to read her copy of Jenna Jameson's biography. I'll give you a second to explain why you know who Jenna Jameson is to whoever your date is tonight. But anyway, the name of her biography is How to Have Sex Like a Porn Star. How to Have Sex Like a Porn Star. So I read all the good parts, or most of the good parts. You know, we learned to do that for our book reports. And I have to say, at some point, I started feeling like a pediatrician taking advice from Jen McCarthy. You know, turns out I don't want to make love like a porn star. Sounds like work, but I did get a lot of insight as to why there's no porn I like on the internet. Why is that? Because even the production values suck. Oh, you loved it, you know it. Anyway, yeah. So even the production values suck. But I'll tell you the only problem, you know, the big issue, and I think some of you will agree, the big problem with sex at our age is, it's kind of like that bad balloon man at the used car lot, you know? We're all flopping when we want to pop. And I'm not just talking about the men. I like to say I lucked out, though, because until my boobs started to sag, I never even had boobs at all. Right now I'm tempted to like Snapchat all those boys who ignored me in high school. Or maybe they just didn't hear me. I know I'm supposed to love my body, and I do. I mean, I have been decades curating this body. Like, this part right here is the steak fat, and over here we have the ice cream, and all the rest is whiskey. And I'm Linda Ray. Good night.